Today's webinar session is titled Navigating PIMS. I'm your host, Tara Blaze, and your co-organizer is Deanna Colon. She'll be assisting with our question and answer period. Please contact us by email for more information regarding PIMS. Today, our webinar covers how to use PIMS toolbars, My PIMS dashboard, PIMS grids, notification management, and project management previous and next functionality. Then we'll have a question and answer period where you can submit questions using the questions section of your control panel. PIMS has three main toolbars that display on all PIMS pages. The project bar gives you access to your project profile, favorite items, project user information, and other projects and databases you're active in. The menu bar always displays My PIMS and Help. All other menu items are based on your role access. And the breadcrumb bar tracks your current location as well as past locations within the same module. You'll see the project bar in the top right corner of all PIMS pages. To access your project profile, click the section where your name and role are. This is where you can change your project profile information, including your notification preference and your default project. Notice the default project changes up in the details, and your default project indicates which project loads upon signing into PIMS. And PIMS allows you to designate favorite items and access them through favorites. And your favorites basic information display, but if you'd like to see the complete details, click the item. It takes you to the details page. You can also set your favorites to notify you when reviews are completed and attachments are uploaded. And you can remove a favorite item by clicking the star. The My Project Team section of the toolbar gives you access to all of the project users. And if you're involved in multiple projects within the database, you can hover over the project section to switch to another project. And if you're involved in multiple PIMS databases, you can hover over the database button to click Access Other Databases. And to exit the current project, click Log Out, and you'll be returned to the PIMS login page. The menu bar allows you to access locations in PIMS where you have role access. But regardless of your role access, all users see My PIMS and Help. My PIMS is your customizable dashboard where you can track desired project data. And Help provides access to PIMS online support. The Help portal holds PIMS documentation, forums, and support ticketing. Home and Solutions both provide documentation. However, Home also includes forums along the right side of the page. And the Help documentation is separated into categories and subcategories. And the frequently used category is the combination of all of the categories so that users can access the most commonly used documentation. So click the document you'd like to view, and you're provided with a brief overview of what's included and directed to click the PDF link. And once the document opens in your browser, you can zoom to your preference. You can also enter a search term to find the documentation you need. The drop-down provides at the most 10 results. So if you don't see what you're looking for, go ahead and click search, and then you're provided with all of the results. And for support issues, you can click New Support Ticket. And you have your email. Enter your project. Your subject. Notice after you enter your subject, related documents appear with the keyword. So this might answer your question, but otherwise keep going, fill out the module, the type, the priority, and if needed, you can attach a file and then click Submit. And after you submit a support ticket, you'll be emailed that your support ticket has been received, and then you'll be emailed again once a support representative addresses your ticket. The last toolbar we'll look at is the breadcrumb bar. It tracks where you are within PIMS with My PIMS always as your starting location. So it says your location, My PIMS, and let's add to the breadcrumb. So now document list is added. Let's select an item. And now that is added to the breadcrumb. So to return to our previous location, just click. And we can also just click back to My PIMS. My PIMS dashboard. Your My PIMS dashboard is a personalized, customizable view of your project. You can manage your project notes and track project data using widgets. On your dashboard, you can add notes. You can edit the note. And when you no longer need the note, delete. You can track project data using widgets. Open the My PIMS tab. Select the widget you want to display, and then drag and drop onto empty space. Widgets can focus on documentation, project management items, and safety observations. You can easily view custom reports and complete reviews. You can collapse or expand widgets and rearrange them to create more room or place focus on certain data. And widgets can even drill down to an item's details. PIMS grids. PIMS grids lay out your project data. Users can scroll grids to view hidden columns, items, and functionality. They can determine the number of items listed and the total number of pages, as well as change the page size and pages. And the grids allow you to sort, filter, export, and select data. In PIMS, grids are referred to as lists or logs. So on the grid, scrolling horizontally reveals more columns and functionality, and scrolling vertically reveals more items. Notice the item number and page counts are at the bottom and top of the grid. You can change the page size as well as skip to other pages. You can export the data to Excel. And you can delete any columns that you don't need, expand them to view the data better. To make items easier to find, you can sort columns, ascending, descending, and with no sort. And you can filter columns automatically, or you choose how to filter. You can filter by your favorite items. The bold star filters to only your favorite items. The light yellow star excludes your favorite items. And the empty star includes all data again. And with PIMS grids, there's no restriction on the number of columns that you can filter. And to make clearing all the columns easier, you can click the Clear All Filters button. And then to view the item's complete details, click an item. And once you view the details, clicking the blue return button, it looks like a backwards play, takes you to the grid again. Notification management. Users can send FYI email notifications to other project users to alert them of a project management or documentation item. And depending on a user's access, they can also send reviewer notifications. You can send alerts for project management items and documentation. Once you've selected an item, the top left of the items details page, you'll see a white envelope with a green arrow marked Notification Management. In the first box, you're able to choose your recipients. You can choose by project role, distribution list, or individual user. So filter to make it easier. And click on the recipient to either drag and drop or use the move arrow. And if you have the appropriate role access, you can designate recipients to be reviewers for the current status. And in this case, the current status is issued for review. But keep in mind, if it's a milestone type status, there are no reviewers. So regardless of your role access, you'll be unable to designate reviewers. And below the recipient boxes are the email notifications. The first is the FYI, and then if applicable, you have the reviewer notification. And they're easily customizable just by clicking in the box. And you can attach documents. And then to send the emails, click the send button. Now, if you want to skip choosing recipients and sending the official emails, you can copy and paste the link next to the send button and create your own emails. And once recipients receive the emails, all they have to do is click the link. They'll be directed to PIMS login. They'll log in and be directed to either the project management item or documentation item. Project management previous and next functionality. The previous and next functionality applies to project management items only. After selecting an item to view its details, users can view other items without returning to the grid. Users can move backward and forward to view other items, or if they know the item number, they can access that item directly. So under project management, you can choose from PCNs, punch lists, action items, FPIDCNs, project decisions, or RFIs. We'll go to punch list, select the item, and in the top left of the details page, above the notification management button, you'll see the previous and next functionality. Click next to view the next items in the grid. And then click the back button to view all previous items. Now notice that there's an item number. If you know the item number, you can access that item directly just by entering it in the text box and click Go. This completes the training portion of the webinar, and now we'll address any questions. If you haven't already, go ahead and submit your questions using the question section of your control panel.